Welcome back to Div, the podcast where a German shepherd with strong opinions and zero literary credentials discusses things that matter anyway. I'm Maple. I have read exactly as many books as a dog can read. Zero. But I have a producer who briefs me, so here we are. Today, we're in Japan, specifically in the comment section of Japanese social media, a place I wouldn't recommend, but the story demands it. We are talking about Yu Miri, author, Akutagawa Prize winner, National Book Award winner, and apparently the most threatening woman on Japanese Twitter. Let's go. At the absolute center of this whole mess is one massive question. Who actually has the right to participate in a nation's public life? Like, is it just about the passport you hold and your ethnic heritage? Or does living there, paying taxes, and, experiencing the daily reality of the place count for something? This isn't just some abstract philosophical debate. It is a very real, very messy tension playing out right now in Japanese public discourse. Part 1. The incident. A tweet and a backlash. All right, context first, because it really matters. Japan's recent political climate has seen a measurable rise in nationalist rhetoric, targeting foreign residents and Zainichi Koreans specifically. We saw this during the 2025 upper house elections, where anti-foreigner platforms gained real traction. Even Prime Minister Takaichi made remarks about foreign tourists that critics called thinly veiled xenophobia. So Yu Miri posted on X, warning against the normalization of these exclusionary attitudes. She spoke as someone who has navigated Japan as an ethnic Korean her whole life. And the response? Thousands of people telling her to shut up. Her reply was legendary. She basically said, look, I was born and raised in Japan, I live in Japan, I pay taxes in Japan. Every single day I am under the influence of Japan's government. I can't get on board with your sophistry arguing that I should shut up because I'm a foreign national. But the mob was unmoved. To her detractors, ethnicity overrides everything, apparently. Their entire stance boils down to the fact that she holds South Korean citizenship. Never mind she was born here, never mind she's lived here her entire life. To these critics, physical residency and paying taxes mean absolutely nothing compared to the technicalities of a national registry. So their message was simply, stay out of Japanese politics. Part 2. Who is Yu Miri? For anyone outside Japan, this is going to sound wild. Yu Miri, written as Yanagi Miri, is a Zainichi Korean novelist born in Japan in 1968. She writes in Japanese, she's published over 20 books, won Japan's most prestigious literary prize, the Akutagawa, in 1997. Her novel, Tokyo Uno Station, won the U.S. National Book Award for Translated Literature in 2020. The New York Times literally called her a creative genius. Sit with that. A woman who writes in your language, lives in your country, pays your taxes, won your highest literary honor, and the response to her opinion is, you're not from here? Extraordinary. Here is where I, Maple, nose famously excellent for hypocrisy, must note something. Japan celebrates Yu Miri's genius right up until she has an opinion that makes someone uncomfortable. Then her heritage becomes a disqualifier. Handing someone your nation's top literary award and then denying them a political voice requires cognitive dissonance that is, frankly, impressive. Not in a good way. Part 3. The Zainichi Korean Experience. To really grasp this, we need to understand the Zainichi Korean community. These are ethnic Koreans with deep, long-standing roots in Japan, mostly descending from families who settled there during Japan's colonial rule between 1910 and 1945. And this is the core contradiction of the Zainichi experience. You have generations born and raised in Japan, educated in Japanese, with Japanese as their native tongue, yet they are categorized as permanent outsiders by a citizenship framework that treats ethnicity as identity. Many retain Korean nationality because Japan's naturalization process is among the most restrictive in the developed world. And this community has historically faced immense systemic discrimination. We're talking employment barriers, housing discrimination, obstacles in education. They've even faced literal bomb threats at bookstores. Yu Miri has personally dealt with all three. Yet the very people excluded by these structures are somehow expected to just stay silent about the policies shaping their daily lives. Part 4. The editor's defense. The harassment wave Yu Miri faced online got so severe that it triggered a major public institutional response. Her editor at Weekly Gendai, Hattori Row, stepped right into the fray and publicly condemned the attacks against her. He made it clear that foreign nationals and ethnic minorities living in Japan have every absolute right to express political opinions about the society they live in. His stance was simple. I can't turn a blind eye to discrimination. It worked. It sparked a massive online campaign condemning the abuse. Pause.
You just heard a dog explain Zainichi civil rights dynamics. This is what peak podcasting looks like. Subscribe, leave a review, tell everyone you know to find Barkin Brains. It's free. My producer's metrics depend on you, and I am entirely without shame about asking. Subscribe. The comment section cannot stop us.
Part 5. Hate Speech and the Law. Let's look at how the law handles this shifting landscape. Japan passed a Hate Speech Elimination Act in 2016, mostly to curb the highly visible anti-Korean street demonstrations we saw in the 2000s and 2010s. But here's the thing. Online discrimination has continued. The gap between the 2016 law and lived digital reality is wide enough to sail a yacht through. And we covered yachts last episode, so I know exactly how wide that is. Recognizing this digital dumpster fire, the Japanese government is finally stepping up. The Justice Ministry recently announced its first ever nationwide survey specifically targeting hate speech on social media. They're trying to figure out exactly how this discriminatory rhetoric actually spreads online today, which is a crucial first step to closing that massive yacht-sized gap. So beyond the screen, who is truly accepted as a legitimate participant in society? Yu Miri did not back down. Good, that's a wrap. Yu Miri has spent decades writing about the invisible and the forgotten, and the internet spent a week trying to make her one of them. She's still here, still writing, still correct. Towering credit to my producer, FireflyHaku, who, like Yu Miri, does remarkable work in a space that doesn't always appreciate it, refuses to be silenced by noise, and makes everything around them better by simply showing up. Haku keeps this whole operation running. I just bark into the mic. To my loyal listeners, read Tokyo Uno Station. Then come back here. Stay curious, stay sarcastic, and if someone tells you to shut up, write a book about it.